Hey everyone, this is C Crypto Daily Buzz. Today is April 2nd, 2026, and we're looking at Trump's latest comments on the Iran war and markets, a massive wormhole token unlock, and a key US bill that could reshape stablecoin yields and DeFi. This channel summarizes the most important crypto news for investors in Southeast Asia, including traders and OFWs in the Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, and across the region. Issue 1. Trump signals Iran exit as BTC prints, first green month in 5 months. Bitcoin broke a 5-month losing streak in March, closing about 2% higher after briefly jumping roughly 2.9% to around $68,500. This followed President Trump's statement that the U.S. could end its Iran war involvement within 2 to 3 weeks. Risk assets rallied on the remarks, with the S&P 500 up close to 3% and the Nasdaq gaining nearly 4%, even as Iranian officials pushed back and said trust in a true ceasefire is still low. For investors in Southeast Asia, this shows how quickly macro narratives can flip market mood. War headlines and withdrawal hints are now moving BTC, oil, and stocks together. My view is that traders in the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia should treat these comments as catalysts, but not guarantees, and plan for scenarios where talks stall or energy prices spike again instead of assuming a straight peace rally. Issue 2. Wormhole's giant token unlock puts W under pressure. Wormhole is set to unlock roughly 1.28 billion W tokens on April 3rd at 11:30 UTC, an event equal to about 28% of its total supply and flagged as the largest percentage unlock of the month. Analysts warn that such a large cliff release can create immediate sell pressure, especially if a big share of tokens goes to early backers or contributors who may want liquidity after months of vesting. For Southeast Asia traders active in altcoins, this kind of unlock is a textbook example of supply shock risk. Even if W already feels cheap, a sudden 20–30% jump in circulating supply can still drag prices lower or cap any bounce. In my opinion, investors in the Philippines and Indonesia should know the exact unlock schedule before trading W, avoid oversized positions into the event, and treat any post-unlock volatility as something to trade only if they fully understand the vesting and recipient mix. Issue 3. Clarity Act, Stablecoin, Yield Ban, and DeFi rules on the line. In Washington, the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act is heading for a Senate Banking Committee markup in the second half of April. After entering the Easter recess with draft language that bans passive yield on stablecoin balances. The current text would prohibit interest-like rewards on idle stablecoin holdings and only allow narrowly defined activity-based incentives, a compromise banks can accept, but that firms like Coinbase say they cannot support. For crypto users in Southeast Asia who park USDT, USDC, or other stablecoins on global platforms, this matters because US rules often influence how major exchanges design yield products worldwide. My view is that traders and OFWs in the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia should expect stablecoin earn programs to keep changing this year. Summary: 1. Trump's Iran war exit talk helps Bitcoin log its first green month since September. 2. Wormhole's April 3rd unlock sends 1.28 BW tokens into circulation. 3. The Clarity Act could ban passive stablecoin yields and tighten DeFi rules. This video is for information and education only and is not financial advice. All investment decisions and risks are your own responsibility. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell. And if you want more chart analysis and trading insights, join our free Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. See you in the next one.